All right, y'all. So I'm going to show you real quick the difference between a driver, a mid-range, and a putter. Besides the names, there is a very distinct difference in the design of each of the three. I'm going to start with the driver here. This is a Lone Star Disc Bayonet. As you can see there, awesome, very, very cool stamp. But what you're going to see on a driver, obviously it's going to be more of a narrow, low-profile disc. It's going to be much smaller than a putter and a little bit smaller than a mid-range. What you're going to see on the back here, you see this edge, you see this lip here, how long that is. So when I grip that disc, you can see the difference. You see how it's elongated along the back there. It's got a nice little track here that you're going to put your fingers in. That's where you're going to get that spin to really get that disc to fly. But overall, you can see it's a very flat disc, not much to it. Whereas your mid-range, what you're going to do is, again, you're going to still have a fairly flat disc, but you'll see that it has more of a drop down on this lip here. That lip doesn't just extend down, it actually extends out this way. That is going to lift, it's going to allow that air to get underneath this disc more. It's going to lift that disc more, give it a little more glide potentially. These are actually rated the same on the glide, but you just get more air under it. It's a slower disc. It's not going to fly as fast as the driver because it has more disc that is dropping down underneath it. You can see the big difference there between the two. I mean, look at how straight that one is and look at how that one drops down. So that's a difference between a driver and a mid-range. Again, similar design, just with more of a drop down lip underneath. The bottom pretty much the same. You've got a nice little track, just not quite, you know, as much, but it's going to be a very similar grip and feel in your hand and a very similar throw. Now onto the putter. What you're going to have with a putter is a very, very rounded off edge. As you can see, there's no elongated down here. It also doesn't dip and come out like the mid-range. This is very blunt, it's rounded. This is actually a softer plastic. This is a Lone Star Disc Bluebonnet. It's my favorite putter. This is what they call their V1 plastic, Victor 1 plastic. It's really good. It hits these chains. It just really sticks in these chains. But you can see the distinct difference, how it is much more rounded off, smooth, downward slope. There's no dip. There's no, straight down line. Very deep, as you can see in there. It gives you a lot of grip inside of that. So when you compare that to a driver, huge difference. Look at the edges on those. Huge difference. You see that elongated lip on this one that this one obviously does not have. And even the mid-range, if you compare it to the mid-range, much thicker, much more rounded, and obviously the underlip is designed significantly different, where that one you see it dips and comes to a smaller point there. This one is more rounded and just comes straight down. So that is the difference between your drivers, your mid-range, and your putters. I'm gonna get a picture of that and show that here in a second.